Hi, welcome to MedTalk by Medical Tourism. Join me as I talk to patients who have used our website to get in touch with doctors. We will hear about their procedures, their experience, and a couple of tips they offer us about medical tourism. Let us begin. Hi, thank you for accepting our invite to MedTalk. Please, what's your name and where do you live?
Hi, my name is Bonita Hazelwood and I live in Panama. And thank you for inviting me to be on your podcast today.
Thank you for joining us today, Bonita. Can you please share with us what made you have your surgery?
Well, what made me have the surgery is I was always a little self-conscious about my body. I always thought that this wasn't good enough or that wasn't good enough. So I had a tummy tuck in the United States by a different doctor. That went well. And then I started thinking, I think I want to get my boobs done. So I went to Dr. Picard for that. And then I was like, well, maybe I want a Brazilian butt lift. So I went to Dr. Picard for that. He also took out some portions in my back. And so it really helped me to get a little bit more self-conscious about myself, to think that I was beautiful. It was an easy decision for me to make. And now I have to say that now that it's all been done, I'm really glad that I made the decision to have surgery with Dr. Picard.
It's good to hear that those procedures help you feel more comfortable with yourself. Can you tell us a little bit more about your hospital stay and your recovery, please?
I didn't have a hospital stay. I was able to go home the same day. I know that a lot of people stay one night. I actually did not stay the one night. I went home the same day. When I came home, I have a live-in maid, and so she took really good care of me at home. And so then the next day, Dr. Picard sent a nurse to come check on me and see how I was doing the next day, tell me how to care for the parts that I had surgery on, how to care for my body. She showed my maid what to do, and that really worked out well. And I would say as far as the recovery was about 4 months for my recovery. And I'm going to be honest and say that part was a little difficult for me because I don't have a high tolerance for pain, but I got through it. I would say the recovery part was more mental for me, not being able to go out with my husband and have fun and do different things and have to stay in the bed for a while and take it easy, not be able to go swimming, the things that I like to do on a daily basis. That part was really hard for me. But I got through it, and Dr. Picard, he would check on me, or he would have his nurse check on me, and it came out good on the other end.
And what made you choose Panama for your surgery?
Well, I chose to have my surgery done in Panama because I did a lot of research before I had my surgery. I compared maybe 10 to 12 surgeons here in Panama, and I also had 3 consultations, where you go into the consultation and the doctor tells you what he thinks you should get done and how he's going to do it. Dr. Picard, during my consultation, he laid well with me in my mind. He knew what he was doing. He explained things thoroughly, and he was very professional. I knew how much experience he had, which is a lot. And I knew that he was the one I wanted to do my surgery.
That's great. And yes, I think it's very important for you to feel comfortable and safe with the doctor you choose. And it's very important that you did your research so you can be confident that you chose a certified doctor. I think that when you choose a doctor that is certified, board certified, and it has the experience and the knowledge, the results are more likely to be what you were expecting. And it's good. I think that when you click with the doctor and you both understand each other and that the doctor listens to your needs, I think that the results when that happens are amazing. So yeah, and I think it's very important when you click with the doctor, the doctor makes you feel confident and safe. What surgeries did you have?
The surgeries that I had this is a harder question. I had my breasts done. I had the Brazilian butt lift. Dr. Picard took some fat from between my legs the inner thighs so that they wouldn't rub together. I used to have back problems, and so Dr. Picard removed some fat from my back. Then I went back after that one. That was one surgery, everything in one. And then I went back for another surgery that is a little bit more intimate and private, let's say. And he did a great job on that surgery as well.
I'm glad to hear. So overall, how was your experience?
So I would say that my overall experience with my surgeries and Dr. Picard was amazing. I give my surgeries a 5 out of 5 as far as me being pleased, and I give Dr. Picard a 5 out of 5 as far as being pleased with his service and the way he carried himself and performed the surgeries and his professionalism. I would say I had good experience overall.
Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that and so happy that you had a good experience. Do you have any recommendations or tips for people who are thinking of visiting Panama for plastic surgery?
Yes, I would say if you're thinking about coming to Panama to get your surgeries done, whether they're with Dr. Picard or any other surgeon here in Panama, I would just say do your homework. Make sure you know, example, I wanted to make sure that my doctor was board certified. That was important to me. Make sure you know the things you need to know about the doctors. So when let's say you do 3 quotes, you're not only going for who's the cheapest, you want to know who's going to give you the best service, who's been doing surgeries the longest, their experience that they've had. Even for me, it was their bedside manner. That means a lot to me. And so those things were important. And so I made sure that out of the 3 different doctors that I went to for consultations to see who had everything that I needed and not just a cheap surgery.
I'm very glad to hear that. That's very important what you just said. People should do the research. That's what we're here for. Thank you very much for sharing your testimony. I hope your words encourage other people to do their research and, of course, to visit Panama for their medical tourism procedures. Thank you so much, Bonita, and have a nice day. Antes de escoger a tu doctor, investiga sus años de experiencia, así como el número de procedimientos que ha realizado y si es miembro de las instituciones que regulan y certifican que cuenta con los estudios y conocimientos necesarios para realizar los procedimientos y cirugías que ofrece. En la descripción encontrarás un enlace con más información sobre el tema hablado, así como los especialistas dentro de la República Mexicana que cumplen con los requerimientos para hacerlo. La información mencionada aquí representa un punto de vista y no debe ser tomada como una valoración médica. Y recuerda, invertir en salud para no gastar en enfermedad es una excelente filosofía. Gracias por escuchar y no olvides suscribirte a nuestros canales.